Welcome back to the channel. In this video we are talking about the latest blog post by Bioware. They are talking about new changes and stuff that they are working on towards the overhaul, so Anthem 2.0. Starting off, it says Javelin gameplay and builds. As we've spent time engaging with all of you and avidly playing the game, we've seen and heard a common theme. Anthem doesn't offer satisfying Javelin builds. We want to improve this too, so we're excited to hear what you think about the changes we are trialling around the concept of builds. Choice and experimentation in your loadout. All items are categorized to one of the 11 available equipment slots. Weapons are either primary or secondary, allowing distinctiveness in their role. Mods and artifact slots replace components. Manage equipment and abilities in your loadout screen. So we can see in this image, you've got your primary, your secondary, your defense, power's 100, you got your weapons up here, Skyfell launcher, whatever that is, then you've got your abilities and mods over on the right hand side. If we scroll down, it says reliably create builds. Abilities are unlocks, not drops. Play with the abilities you want when you want. Empower your abilities by equipping them with mods. Builds are defined by the synergies of specializations, abilities, and equipment. Inscriptions improve build synergies but are no longer the primary factor. So you can see like a little GIF that's playing and it shows you one of the mods that you can put on your melee ability for an example. Scrolling down a little bit further, provide choice and progression through skill trees. Each Javelin can level up, awarding skill points. Skill points can be spent to unlock abilities, passives, and stat boosts. Each specialization has its own advanced skill tree. You can see there's a level 27 ranger, 3 points available, and there's a little skill tree, although the images don't actually display what any of those skills are about. Expand on the fantasy and playstyles of each Javelin, so this is moving down a little bit more. Javelins have access to multiple specializations that cater to different styles of gameplay. Each Javelin now wields a powerful artifact that can be customized. So you can see there's a green, a blue, and a purple Skyfell launcher there. It looks to be pretty cool so far what they are doing. Exploring skill trees. When considering how you grow and become more powerful in Anthem, we observed that pilot level isn't a satisfying measure of your progress. So we set out to answer the question, what would it look like for freelancers to become more skillful at piloting each Javelin? We've been exploring the idea of Javelin experience and levels which allow you to permanently unlock abilities for your Javelin that you can then customize further with mods. We are currently testing these ideas via a new skill tree system. In this system, each Javelin would have a basic skill tree where all the baseline abilities, passives, triggered abilities, and stat boosts for your Javelin can be unlocked. We would like you to be able to focus on the specific style of gameplay you like best about your Javelin. So after the basic tree is completed, we're also testing the concept of specializations. Each specialization would have an advanced skill tree where you will unlock specialization-specific abilities, upgrades, and more. And you can see there, that goes into longbow. So the Ranger, level 27, specialization longbow. I'm not sure. It looks pretty good. I'm not going to say it doesn't because it does look so much better than what the game currently is. But there are a couple of little problems, and I'll point them out after we've gone through the artifacts. So, what is an artifact? We've heard from you that components feel like nothing more than stat modifiers. With that in mind, we're also experimenting with a new artifact system to replace them. Artifacts are pieces of super-powered tech that set your Javelin and Freelancer apart. Each Javelin type would have a distinct artifact catering towards its class fantasy. For instance, your Ranger's rocket pod would be upgraded into the Skyfell launcher artifact, which is a pair of back-mounted pods that transform into powerful rocket launchers. To actually have things to work towards and building up and stuff, it seems a lot better than the game currently is. These artifacts would change in appearance, so they're actually doing things with appearance this time round, because beforehand there was absolutely no difference between the look or the appearance of a masterwork and a legendary. But these artifacts change in appearance depending on what parts you equip. There's also an opportunity to allow for more interesting decision making. The parts you equip would contribute to a powerful passive ability generated by the artifact. And then at the bottom we have a thank you. I wanted to close with a thank you to the community for being engaged and providing constructive conversations and feedback on social media, blah 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 blah. So, we have artifacts, we have a skill tree, specializations, a completely new looking UI, and it's all looking very, very positive. The only downfalls, and there are two of them that I can think of off the top of my head. One, are they going to try charging for this overhaul when they finally drop it? And two, how much longer are we going to have to wait? Because this game, Anthem, released in February 2019. It's been out for over a year and a half, and it's not had any new content for a long, long time. I don't remember exactly when the Cataclysm come out, but that was pretty much the last thing they implemented, and then they just set off to work on this. So there already hasn't been any new content for a while. If this is going to take them like another year, maybe year and a half or something, is this game really going to be worth picking up then? Is it going to be worth going back to? It all looks good, but they messed up the first time round, and now they're completely overhauling it. Like, they had such a bad, like really, really bad launch of the game, and it seemed as though they didn't really have a vision. A lot of the stuff was lazy, like the Tombs mission that was forced just to sort of prolong the campaign and make it feel longer. But now all of a sudden they're getting into a bit of work with the game and they've got all of these different ideas. So why wasn't this stuff put in the game at launch? Why are they only working on it now? And like, how much longer is it going to take? I would love for Bioware to come out and say something like, oh, we're going to have this done within the next, say, 12 to 18 months. So next year to a year and a half is going to be completely free to all people that have purchased Anthem. I really can't see it happening like that though. I honestly think they're going to basically just make this a brand new release, and they're going to try and charge £60 for it all over again. Or £70 with game price increases that are happening with next gen. Is this going to be available on the old generation or like the current generation at the moment? Or is it just going to be exclusive to the Series X and the PS5 and then PC or whatever? It's all stuff that we need to find out about, but so far it's looking really good. As I said, we've got the artifacts. There's actually different appearance stuff going on. There's skill trees, specializations. It looks as though they're putting the time and effort into it, and let's just hope it pays off for them and it's a very good experience for us. But on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.